Zambia's history is closely linked with its support to the liberation wars of Southern Africa. After gaining its political independence in 1964, only 3 of its 8 neighbors were independent. Zaire, now Democratic Republic of Congo in the northern frontier, Malawi in the east, and Tanzania in the northeast. In 1966, Botswana also attained its independence. Angola and Mozambique were still under the colonization of the Portuguese. Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, declared a unilateral declaration of independence from Britain in 1965, which in effect did not give the majority indigenous people any political independence. Namibia remained under the control of South Africa's majority apartheid regime, who also influenced the events of Angola, Rhodesia and Mozambique.
Late friend of mine, Julius Nyerere, wrote in some opening remarks of a book written by Fergus McPherson, Reverend Dr. Fergus McPherson. He said, if Kenneth Kaunda had with his countrymen and women decided to keep away, like Dr. Banda did, from the fight, from the struggle, the rest of Africa would have understood. Surrounded by colonialists, imperialists, Angola, west of Mozambique, south of, east of us, Angola, west of us, Zimbabwe, Namibia, South Africa, all around. Right. The only free space was Congo, Tanzania, and of course Malawi. The rest were enemy territories, so to speak. We still chose to go ahead and fight.
In the spirit of Pan-Africanism, the country inevitably extended its support to the liberation movements, including the MPLA and UNITA of Angola, Frelimo of Mozambique, SWAPO of Namibia, ANC of South Africa, ZANU and ZAPU of Zimbabwe.
In settler-dominated countries in Southern Africa, where the whites were predominant, the handover of power to the majority was not easy at all. It involved a lot of fighting. It eventually involved armed struggle. It was during this period that I served in the army, and right from as a lieutenant, as a platoon commander, I was continually deployed on operations facing initially the Portuguese in Angola and in Mozambique.
Zambia's commitment to the liberation of Rhodesia is probably best illustrated in the well-known Lusaka Manifesto of April 1969, which included the following statements. On the objective of liberation, we can neither surrender nor compromise. We have always preferred, and we still prefer, to achieve it without physical violence. But while peaceful progress is blocked by actions of those at present in powers in the states of Southern Africa, we have no choice but to give to the people of these territories all the support against their oppressors. Zambia, through its first president, Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda, played an active role in numerous attempts to obtain international action against Rhodesia.
Actually, I denounced them. But I denounced them not only in Zambia, not Rhodesia. I went to Britain to denounce them, denounce the government within their own people. And they listened to me. And they pressurized their government to move.
This cost Zambia dearly and culminated in the closure of border with Rhodesia on 9th January 1973. Zambia was yet to close its side of the border for 6 years until October 1978. Zambia's longest supported liberation war was that of her southern neighbor, Rhodesia, then led by Ian Douglas Smith. Zambia hosted the liberation movement by providing training camps for both political and military, as the resolve was to intensify the armed struggle. The Zimbabwe African People's Union, ZAPU, led by Joshua Nkomo, established their military wing, ZIPRA. On the other hand, the Robert Mugabe-led Zimbabwe African National Union, ZANU, created the military wing, the Zimbabwe African National Liberation Army, ZANLA. The war for Zimbabwe became so intensified in the later years, especially with increasing military movements in the Zambezi Valley. One such area was Luangwa district, and specifically Kavalamanja.